Rundown is live. It's April 6th. Lisa is bringing you the rundown today. Lisa, mattresses, 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 mattresses. They have no big warehouse, so everything's cheaper. You buy a mattress through Lisa, lisa.com/ what's the code? Does anyone know the code? Shit.
By the way, Dave, shout out to your big brain writing a message that you then stand in front of and no one can read.
Can you read it right now while I'm doing this?
Yes, now people can read it. But
I'm surprised that wasn't you walked right into my trap, Dan. It drew attention to it, and that's exactly what I wanted. You actually just stood in front of it. That's pretty stupid.
We've got for everyone watching at home, we have a very rattled Dave today. He's in the middle of many meetings. He's running this company. He's keeping food on our table. Baby Shay is alive because of Dave and the meetings he's going to. So because of that, he had to hop on and do the rundown quickly. He had to set it up. Oh, Hank left. Hank's a scumbag. He left. He left Dave high and dry. So Dave is here doing it with will, strength, scratch and claw, his own brain. And how's the tooth?
Tooth is getting sort of better.
Okay, so we can keep that on the list.
I wish we had experience doing it via Skype with 3 different people in 3 different cities, because we've never done this before. So obviously it's presenting a lot of problems. I wish we had more.
There's no code. It's just lisa.com, mattresses, mattresses, mattresses. I got to take this off. Go, is $75 off. You deserve it because I'm working my ass off for this promo. We got to get going. I got another meeting. I had a meeting earlier. Hold on. I got to get you guys back up. All right, let's go. Let's get into this. So that's done. Yeah. So we walked through. Hank left, and this is me doing the rundown myself. He gave Renee, my wife, the instructions. Hank's gone. Renee's gone. I'm on my own. I'm not a technology guy. I'm a fucking content guy. Everyone knows you don't leave me here for the first one. It's crazy. I can't get any support. I got meetings all over the place. I didn't like how this was set up. It looks too stupid, so I'm just gonna have a thought of the day I'm gonna come up with a better way to do that so people can see my thought of the day. Let's go.
Wait, Dave, before you start, can we quickly hear, just quickly, Hank going in for the hug with the first lady? How often?
Oh yeah, no, he said he was leaving, and he went. He's like, all right, I'm going to go now. He went in full, and she just didn't do it. And then he looked at me, and I was like, you just got absolutely denied on a hug. And he's like, and then he just walked out. I mean, it was an unbelievable denial of a hug. One of the worst facial denials of a hug I've ever. It was Makembe Tumbo. No, you're not getting a hug. I mean, aggressive of him to think he's getting a hug.
Very.
Like, you're not getting a fucking hug.
Socially unacceptable. You don't go in for the hug there.
And by the way, it's been a stressful 48 hours because, Hank's been in our grill mix, living his life in my apartment for 48 hours. And Renee's here, I'm here, her friend. He's set this whole thing up. I don't even know if it's going to work. I got a meeting I got to leave for in 15 minutes. So let's go. This Blue Jays slide. Our bloggers I've seen saying pussy slide, the new rule. This is the pussification of baseball, the pussification of America. Juan Bautista, he fucking grabbed him on the ankle. Does that even have anything to do with the rule? You're just out. You can't do that at any point. KFC.
That's the problem, is that there's been all these other issues with the Chase Utley rule. I don't think this one applies there. This is not the Chase Utley rule. People are thinking that it is, and they're saying Utley tackled that guy. Batista just reaches out a little bit, and we're going to call the same thing on him. That's not the call. This is just basic interference where you can't blatantly reach your arm out, pull someone's foot as they're throwing the ball. That's going to affect the throw every single time, and whether Chase Utley did that or not in the playoffs, that's going to get called. So I don't understand the pussification outrage. That's just baseball.
It was a cheap play, and I agree with you guys that I don't know why anyone's upset about this. And I'm never against rules that keep guys healthier. This is the Coughlin sliding into Kang, and Kang missed the entire playoffs. It was unfortunate, but like these guys, you can still slide hard and break up a play. They're just saying you can't maliciously go after a guy's knees. I don't know why anyone's against that. It's the same as the Buster Posey rule. So we don't get many collisions at home plate. I'd rather have one of the best players in baseball play an entire season than like get knocked out in the first game or the first week of the season, miss the whole season because of a stupid play at the plate.
I mean, I agree with that. Again, more to KFC's point, I don't think that has to do with it. This wasn't going to injure him.
Yeah.
He grabbed him. I don't even care if that affected the throw or not. That seems like an automatic. If you actually wrap your hand around a guy's ankle, you're out. So I have no problem with that. It does lead to the other thing, though. Jay Gibbons now is under all sorts of heat for saying, why don't we just put dresses on him? I think we can all agree. If you have a problem with that, then we should just stick you in a dress and make you wear a dress for like 2 weeks. Like, honestly, get over yourself. That should be the punishment. Anybody who says that, there should be like the anti-PC police. They run around, they grab you, and they slam you a dress on you and chain it like a chastity belt. Give me a break. You can't say, hey, guys are stronger than girls. Girls are fucking. If you say pussy dresses, live with it. Let's go. Let's go. UConn women's hoop. I didn't really watch any of the game. I tuned in just for a second. 10 minutes left, I think. I tuned in at a point where there was 10 minutes left in the second half, and Syracuse hit a shot and called timeout. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're on a little run. They had cut it to 30. So not everything people are saying. I don't care. I don't watch women's hoop really no matter what. Gino Auriemma, I think he's a pussy. They should fucking shove him in a dress and make him coach men and see how he does there. I believe in that. Honestly, I didn't write any of this down. We got to talk or just show Jasmine Lister, her ass. Unbelievable.
Big booty.
Awesome booty. I did some research. She's hot. Her sister's hot. That booty, that looked fucking fake. She took down her Instagram page, by the way, because I guess women can't have great asses being talked about on the internet. Big Cat, you got anything?
They just stopped scoring in the fourth quarter. I had the over. That sucked. And I don't understand why people actually think that, like, this is... I know that there was a whole Dan Shaughnessy thing where he said it's not good for the game.
Shaughnessy's the worst. He's a punk-ass bitch.
But how many people at that game? It was a blowout from the beginning. I don't understand how... I get that UConn is unbelievable, but having them be a foregone conclusion that they're going to win the title and they're going to win it by 1 million does not make the sport, like, watchable.
Yeah, but that's like when Florida had all those great guys, Noah and Horford. I mean, they crushed people. That was kind of a foregone
Yeah.
conclusion.
Still competitive games. What are you talking about?
But UConn's lost. UConn's lost.
There was
They
no
haven't
chance
lost.
of them losing. Like, none. There has not been a team in men's that's ever like an absolute lock the way these girls are every single year. I don't even know how the sport survives. Why would you even play college hoops if you're not going to UConn?
This is going to be like a black and white 60s film. Are all our voices radically different than when, like, you're talking, the words aren't coming out at the right speed?
Let's go. Come on.
Let's go.
What, Milmore? Can someone tell me why that's acting like that? We don't have this in real time. By the way, I agree with UConn. The UConn has a super team. That's all I'm saying. Next year, when this girl Brianna, whatever her name is, graduates, they may not win the title.
But they've had it
Baylor
for
had
4
that.
years.
All right, there's a dynasty. Baylor had that super tall girl. It's all over. I have no problem with it. Let's go. Commercial break now. Now.
Let's go.
Okay.
Come on, Dave.
KFC.
Pick yourself up. Let's go. Come on, Dave. Get up.
That was brilliant. Let's go. Alligator. We got a fucking huge alligator in Florida. Fucking thing's huge. It's feeding on like cows and stuff, just roaming around eating things. KFC, what are you on huge alligator?
Firebomb all of Florida. You got to burn the Everglades. You got to burn the whole state. That's some Lake Placid shit. That kid in the picture is standing funny, so it's like an optical illusion. He's not that fucking big, but that's still a Lake Placid type of alligator. And just burn it all down. Burn the whole fucking state. Get rid of him.
He was 13 feet long. That's pretty fucking long, dude.
Yeah, but the way that picture looks, he looks like a fucking dinosaur. It's like crazy.
Big Cat.
That alligator's crazy, but I'm not scared of that alligator because he's too fat and he's too slow. That's too, like, I would be much more scared of a nice, agile, in shape alligator that's just going to come and just chomp your head off. That guy's not doing shit. He's just sitting in the sun
think-
all day. There's like 5 birds living on him at all times. You know how the hippos travel around Africa and there's birds like cruising on their head? That's what that alligator does. He's just chilling. No one should have bothered him. He was like a wet log just sitting out there.
I couldn't disagree more. I think it's a fair take, but I think you're forgetting the heart attack factor. So if you see that alligator, you just like get paralyzed with fear, and then he slowly, and you can't move, and he's coming at you. It seems like everything is in slow motion, and then once he's got you, it's over.
Oh, that gator, that's a super gator all in. He's fast. He's big. He's fast. He's like a fucking lineman.
He's fast for like 4 seconds. He's fast for 4 seconds. He's fast for like 4 feet, and then he's done. I'm not worried about that gator.
Yeah, but if it's a littler gator, you can always, like, I've done enough gator watching where if you jump on their back, they can't get to you. This guy would shake you off like a leaf.
I'm talking about medium-sized. I'm talking about the big gators that are in shape. I'm just saying, there's more than enough alligators for me to be worried about. The big fat tub of goo, I don't care about them.
Also, you stand right in front of them, they can't see because their eyes are on the side of their head.
They're not good laterally. Everyone knows that.
Every scary animal, I believe, I know for a fact, sharks, if you fork them in the eyes.
Let me stop you right there. No, thank you.
So we see that report.
I don't want to hear a shark out of your mouth.
Virtual reality sex in Japan, or China, or the Asian people. We'll just call everyone who's not white Asian right now, but those people are on top of the sex game. So they got this virtual reality sex. KFC, you were in favor of it. It's this crazy looking suit, and it looks like something's hammering on your dick, and then you're like got these squishy booby things you're grabbing. What do you got on virtual reality sex? How much does this suit cost? Must be expensive as fuck.
$400.
Then it stinks. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but I agree with you that you kind of want like a $5,000 one because then it's high quality. But for $400, I'll give that shit a whirl. $50,000. I'm sorry, I'm not a mogul. For $400, I'm gonna give that a whirl. I'm gonna let that thing hammer. The tits are in the total wrong spot. There's no ass, but it's full body. I'm gonna give that a shot for $400. And if you say you wouldn't, if you say that like if no one knew and you just had this thing delivered to your house, you'd absolutely strap that on and let it hammer away on your dick. And if you say otherwise, you're a liar.
Not if I knew. I will never do that because it costs $400. Because I don't believe you get what you pay for. Not only in virtual sex reality, but literally everything in the world. If you get something on sale, it stinks. If you buy cheap Chinese food, it'll fucking give you a stomach ache. That's the truth with everything, sex included. Big Cat, let's go.
If you don't buy this machine and put it in Nate's birdcage, you're no mogul.
I actually brought up the birdcage for the first time to all our development people, and it's happening. So that's a good thing. Like, there's literally going to be a human birdcage in this office. Shout out to Nate, by the way, in that cameo in the Thrill Ride video. Impressive cameo from the Nate dog out of the clouds in his outfit.
The fact that people were actually like, was that Nate or was that not Nate? Beautiful.
Virtual reality sex. Oh, Jim Nance. I don't even have anyone. I'm doing all my own work. I'm my producer. I'm my technician. I'm the head of the company. I gotta go do meetings. Everything is me right now. I'm running out of time. I have a meeting. I can't be talking like this, shooting the shit with you guys. I gotta be out the door. I have meetings. Jim Nance's ties. Big Cat. I guess Jim. What?
You had Foul Ball Guy on this. I just want to give a shout out to Foul Ball Guy because that wasn't Foul Ball Guy. And that's almost more impressive that now we have like random phantoms that you're like, wow, Foul Ball Guy's everywhere. No. It wasn't him.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
He's in New York right now. He's not going to Oakland until next week.
I guarantee you, I would bet my entire life, I don't care what Foul Ball Guy says, that was Foul Ball Guy. I was more impressed by the fact that there's somebody who looked like they studied underneath Foul Ball Guy who was trying to take on the king and got demolished by Foul Ball Guy. But do not tell me Do not tell me that was not foul ball guy. And 1,000 billion zillion percent was foul ball guy.
He's a master of the dark arts. Foul ball guy has somehow cloned himself to be multiple foul ball guys in different places.
I'm looking at him right now.
He would have tweeted about it. He always tweets about it.
Yeah. He that is an incredible doppelganger, but he does look like a little shorter and stockier. But that is.
Let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this. Would you actually put it past foul ball guy to clone himself and go catch foul balls all around the country?
No, but I would put it past him to do that and then not take credit for it.
What you mean? He like cloned himself and then he's like staying low about it because he doesn't want the government on his ass?
He would no. I'm saying he would clone himself. If foul ball guy went and be like, that was my, but foul ball guy would never clone himself, have his clone catch a foul ball, and then act like it wasn't him. Foul ball guy loves the spotlight of catching a foul ball, so there's no point of even creating the clones.
The only thing he loves more than the spotlight is just the ball itself. So if his clone comes back across the country with a bag of balls, he's a happy man.
No, that was foul ball guy or his.
Let me say this: that there might be a little asterisk here because I know foul ball guy for a fact doesn't count spring training balls. What's the ruling on balls caught by your clone?
Oh, that counts. If you clone yourself and it's got your DNA, that counts.
Same DNA. Yeah, same DNA. Good call.
Whatever. I don't care if that's clone him, whatever. That was foul ball guy. I will go to my grave saying that's foul ball guy. There's no way that's not foul ball guy. The story is how one of his like ninja students, the student becomes stronger than the teacher. That move that they both did was taught. Like that move of sliding underneath the glass. That's not something you just randomly do. So he beat his student. Good for foul ball guy. Jim Nance, the ties. We got to keep this quick because I got to like upload this shit and get it, do all this tech stuff. And I have a meeting. I'm already late. So Jim Nance, I guess, gives out ties to everybody. He's like getting mad now about his tie thing. He just sees fathers and sons and randomly gives them ties. This guy's a fucking maniac. Big Cat.
He's the biggest egomaniac of all time. The best, not giving the ties to like every kid he sees. That's not the craziest part. It's the fact that he says no one has to take the tie and no one has turned down the tie. Like Jim Nance actually thinks that people are treating him like a normal person. He's Jim Nance. No one's obviously going to turn down the tie because people are polite and they're like, why the fuck is Jim Nance giving me a tie? So he's walking around being like, listen, everyone is taking the tie. Everyone loves the Jim Nance tie. This guy, he's going off the reservation. I don't know what's going on.
How about the fact that he says he's done it for hundreds of broadcasts? So like on a random fucking game where it's a blowout by 30, Jim Nance goes to the locker room like, here you go, what a performance. Here's my fucking tie. That kind of ruins the whole thing was stupid, but that kind of ruins it that it's not a Final Four thing now. Stupid move by Jim.
And by the way, like if there's a fucking borderline homeless person giving out T-shirts and like sticks on my chest, I'm like, all right, and then walk away and throw in the trash. Saying people take your ties, of course they do. I don't care if they know who you are or not. Someone gives you an article of clothing, they're just probably like, what the fuck did I just get? And then you throw it away. So fuck him. That's the rundown. There's no after show. I don't even know. I can't tell you.
I need to put one thing in your noodle before you go to all these meetings. Candace Swanepoel is pregnant.
I knew that. That's old news. I just pretending it's not happening.
Oh, really? She just announced it.
Just pretend.
Like 2.5 weeks ago?
She just announced it on Instagram.
Nah, like 2.5 weeks ago, Danny boy. All right. I gotta go. This is so delayed. I'm curious to see how this turns out. Like, you guys start talking and your voices don't come through. That's got to be fixed. If you see Milmore or Hank, since I don't have to fucking do everything, I can't build 8 houses at once. Can somebody tell us, people, this isn't working?
You thinking that the problem with this broadcast is our voices and not you actually getting it sent to Milmore is the best part. Like, we actually think you can use Dropbox right now and actually get this to him. That's incredible. Your brain's big. It's not that big, Dave.
This will never see the light of day. No one will ever see this right now. Guaranteed.
Can you guys shut up so I can fucking stop this broadcast? Take out the memory card, stick it in my computer, put it in the Dropbox, and get it across the country. I got an important meeting now. I'm late for it, and it hurts everybody.
Fillmore, for the episode, please just put in Dave screaming, yelling when he couldn't get the sound and his faces. So make that the app.
You gonna cry? Dan, I swear to God, there's almost tears. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. No. Can't.
No more. I hope you're recording.
Oh, no more. Are you recording this?
I need a gift
Oh
of that.
my God, Davey's gonna lose his mind.